Hey guys, this is Jake with P3. In this video we're going to show you how to install the display portion of your booster multi-gauge into your vent of your BRZ FR-S or Toyota GT-86. The first thing you want to do before you install this in the vent is to make sure that your gauge is working properly. I've got a test rig on my workbench here, but you can do this in the car by plugging in the gauge into your OBD2 port and then just starting your car up. The gauge should fire up. Just make sure the buttons work correctly and it's displaying information. This one's good. So we'll go ahead and get started on the vent install. This vent is very straightforward. It's pretty simple to take apart and put together. And we're going to start by pulling this outer trim ring off. There's 3 tabs that will hold it into place. You just want to remove the first one and the second one just with your fingers, and the third one will just let it roll out of place. Same thing with the inner trim ring. We're going to take these 3 locking tabs off. Go ahead and roll it out. And that is going to reveal to us the inner housing with the vent slats. And we want to pull this lower piece out because our display is going to take the place of that lower piece. So turn it around to the back side, and what we want to do is remove the slider bar here from the top vent, just like that. And now that's free from the top. And then we can pinch this whole housing to kind of make it oval shaped, and that'll allow us to pull the lower vent right out. Sometimes when you're pinching this, the top vent may come loose like that. If that happens, it's no big deal. Just go ahead and pinch again, line the peg back up, and it'll go right into place. The housing's pretty flexible on this, so that's not a big deal. Okay, so now we want to put our display in place of the bottom slat we just removed. The left peg is going to line up with the left hole, and the right peg is going to line up with the right hole. So go ahead and just put those into place. Pinch again, and bring the display up into place. Like so. Sometimes when you're installing this portion, the fingers on the side of the vent bracket or the display bracket can get bent in, and then that'll allow the bracket to shake back and forth with just a little bit. If you do that, if you do bend those in, just go ahead and take your pliers, press towards the outside on both sides like that, and it'll put some tension in there and bring it right back. Alright, so now we can install our display into the housing. And we want to locate, there's 6 pegs around this ring. 3 of them are close to the edge, 3 of them are not. We want one that's close to the edge, and then we want to drop the cable through the hole that lines up with that peg, and that's just going to make installation in the vehicle a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and drop that cable through there like that, feed it all the way through. We'll drop it into place like so. And then now we can put our inner trim ring back on, and it is going to engage the 3 tabs that are closest to the edge of the ring. So go ahead and hook the first one and pinch it into place, and then you can just work your way around, snapping the second and third ones into place like so. Now we're ready to do the outer trim ring, and kind of along with running the cable through this hole in particular, we also want to notate the tabs on the back of this locking ring. There's smaller tabs, and then there's larger tabs, and one of the larger tabs, I don't know if you can see in the video there, yeah, it has a notch cut in it, and we want that in the final assembly to kind of be in like the 7 or 8 o'clock position on the vent, and that's just going to make the orientation when you install the display back in your vehicle a lot easier. So again, we want to locate that tab, and we want it kind of like in the 7 or 8 o'clock position as we install the vehicle, and it should go right into place like so, and then we can kind of just rotate our display. Also, lining that cable up with this hole in particular is going to make it when you're in the vehicle, it'll be in its natural position and have less tension on it. That way you can still fully rotate this and move it around. If it was all the way across on this side, you might have some tension on it to where it couldn't move properly. So yeah, now we just want to make sure everything's lined up correctly and working. And then you can go ahead and double check your display one more time before you install it in the vehicle. You can just start the vehicle up again with this sitting on your lap. Just make sure your button's still working and everything, just as a final precaution before you install it. And yeah, that's all for this one. This will be ready to install in the vehicle now. Let us know what you think about these videos. We really want them to be as helpful as possible, so you can leave comments, questions, concerns down below. Be sure to check our website out, p3gauges.com. We're also on Instagram at p3gauges. Be sure to subscribe, follow, and like us. Thanks, guys.